everyone, I'm Jamie from Studio for Art, and today we're going to be talking about this air dry to-go kit bag that you can get here at Studio for Art. You can take home and you can make your own project. Okay, so let's talk about what's in our bag. This for water, a little cup. Watercolor. Oh, we have a cute little sticker. You can put on a water bottle or something. We have a piece of paper we're going to use as a tablecloth. We have a pokey stick. We're going to set that aside. And we have our air dry clay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill this little cup up with water and put my placemat down. Okay guys, so now that we've set our placemat, we filled our cup up with water, let's talk about a possible project you could do with air dry clay. So what I was thinking was we could make a fairy house, or it could be any little house that you would put in the woods, or maybe for your little action figures or something. So how we want to start that is let's open our clay. Okay, so we're going to set our saran wrap to the side, and then so we have our ball of clay. This is air dry clay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break it into two pieces. So let's put one hand here and one hand here, and we twist the clay. We put it into two balls. Just kind of pat it back. We'll make it into two balls. So if you're doing this at home and you have a rolling pin in your kitchen, let's ask our parent if we can borrow it. So I have a rolling pin, and we don't want to get our mom and dad's rolling pins dirty, so I would suggest putting in some plastic around it. So I'm going to roll some plastic around it, and I'm going to take my bigger one and set that one aside and take a smaller one, okay? And we're going to kind of roll over the clay. The plastic might get stuck, but you can just kind of pick it up, and you kind of want to make a flatter slab. I kind of like to pick my piece up, roll it this way. So if you don't have a rolling pin at home, let's talk about if you don't have a rolling pin at home. Let's see. So what I would do, I'll put it back together so I can show you. If you don't have a rolling pin at home, you're going to want to make a flat slab with your hands. So let's talk about how we can do that. So you have your ball, and what I would do is start pressing it down with my palm. You can even take a fist, make a fist, and kind of pat it down. It's quite soft clay, so it should pat down. Okay, so I have a slab ready. So if you wanted to create a template, if you have scissors and paper at home, what you would do is you're going to take a piece of paper and your scissors, and I like to have mine about 2 inches, and then however long you want. So I would just cut out a little template. You might want to use a ruler. Right now I don't have a ruler, so we're just going to create a little template. Or if you don't have a template, you can just wing it. So what I do is you're going to take your pokey stick, and see how there's a point on it? So you're going to take your point. I like my slab, I'm going to put it the long way, and I'm going to hold the clay with my hand, and I'm going to take my pokey stick and draw a line. Then I go on the other side. See, I kind of drew a line there. Okay. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay. And now I'm going to take that excess clay off. And now I have kind of like a wall. Okay, so you made your slab, but what if it's not long enough for your template? I would do is I would just take your rolling pin or your hand, and let's make it a little bit more long. Okay. See, it gets stuck. So you just have to keep refixing it. Okay. So now I have it a little bit longer, and I like that. So I'm gonna put that aside, and let's talk about this ball of clay. So we're gonna take this ball of clay and let's put it into 2 halves again. So you can take it and twist it. Whoop, there we go. And let's make a pinch pot. So to make a pinch pot, let's make our clay a little bit more ball-like. Okay, so I take my hand and I just kind of pass it around, or you can kind of roll it on the table. Now that we have our ball, you're gonna put your thumb in the middle of the piece, okay? So you're gonna put it down and you're gonna make a hole like this, okay? And then you're gonna make like a kind of like a duck's mouth, and you're gonna quack around the ball. Does that make sense? You're gonna quack around it. Quack around the ball, and you're applying pressure from your fingertips and your thumb, and you're just kind of going around the ball. If you feel some more clay coming up here at the top, I would just kind of push it down towards the wall, okay? And you keep going, and you can make it, see, if you wanted to stop here, you could, and this could be the top of your roof, or you could make it even bigger if you keep pushing it. So I kind of like where this shape is at, but maybe I don't like some of this texture. So what I would do is I would take my fingertip and just kind of smooth it out. See how that's already getting quite smooth. And you can take, I wouldn't add a lot of water, and I would just keep taking my thumb and smoothing out those little wrinkles. See? Okay, now that I have it the way I like it, I'm gonna set that aside, and let's work on our slab. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take your slab and you're gonna kind of bring it into each other, like this. Like we're looking for something. So we're gonna put it like that, okay? And then you're gonna wanna blend this clay into each other, like this. Take your one hand inside and then one hand outside and just kind of blend that clay into it. You can take a little bit of water if you want. Just kind of smooth it. Okay, well, I kind of like how that looks. You can even take it inside and smooth it a little. I kind of want the inside of my house to be kind of nice for my fairy to live in, so I want to smooth it out. Okay, that looks quite smooth to me. So I'm going to set it down. And let's say you want to add some windows. Okay, I want to add some windows, so I'm going to take my pokey stick, and you can make square windows, you can make a rectangle, you can make circle windows. I kind of like a circle window, so let's try that. So what I'm going to do is going to take my pokey stick and I'm going to draw a circle in the clay. that. And you can even like, if you don't push too hard, you can erase it if you don't like the shape of the circle. So let's try it again. So I'm gonna draw my circle. Okay, like that. And then, once I've drawn like my template of my circle, then I can push down even harder and poke through to the other side. So you want to take your hand out, and then you can see, if you poke through, you can see it's coming through, and then you're going to want to go around your drawing. And then you're going to poke it out. Okay? But what about these little goobers? We want to kind of clean that up. So let's take our finger, get a little wet, and just kind of smooth out some of that stuff, that extra clay that we don't really want. Okay, well, I think my fairy needs a door so she can get inside her house. So let's take our pokey stick and draw a door. Okay. I'm gonna put the door on this side. So I'm gonna do kind of a square rectangle door. So I'm gonna draw it out. And I'm just gonna draw it out like I did the circle. And I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna cut it out quite neat so I can keep this, okay? Because now we have our doorway for our house. And to get my finger wet again, and I'm just gonna clean up that edge. And if there's clay sticking out, you're gonna pat it back down into the clay. Okay, and now I have a doorway. So I kind of wanted to keep this just so I can make a little door that maybe like is on a hinge. You know how doors, they open. So I'm just gonna kind of clean this up. But if you don't want a door in your house, it's perfectly fine. Whatever you want, this is your house. Okay, so I kind of have a door. Maybe I'll take a little extra piece of clay that I have just here, and I'm gonna put a little door handle on it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna attach it at an angle. So I'm gonna take my thing and just attach it here. So the door is kind of open. It's inviting the fairy into the house. So, and then I'm just gonna kind of blend that into the wall there. So I'm gonna take my finger, just kind of blend it in. I'm inviting my little fairy into their home. So, there we go. Now, they can come in and out because the door is partly open. Okay. So we have this extra clay, and you can use this if you wanted to make a bigger lid or roof to your house, or you can use it for extra things. Like, I know people want to make little furnitures and things. Or you can make the house bigger. So, yeah. And then you can add a roof. You can attach it and kind of blend it in, or you can leave it unattached. I like it attached. So I'm just gonna kind of take my finger and just kind of push it on the roof. So I'm going inside the building and pushing on the roof. Blending it in. There we go. We have our little house. It's very nice. Okay. So I kind of made our little house with my door. And then if you wanted, you could go on a walk and collect things. So let's see. So I went on a walk and I saw this giant leaf. So I was thinking, it could be like a walkway for my fairy house. There you go. And then, let's say I wanted to build like a little fence for my fairy house. So actually just thinking maybe I'll make another little slab. And I'll make kind of like a little yard for my fairy. I'm gonna put them, maybe kind of put it on it a little. And then I can use, I found these little mulch things and I could make like a little fence. I could stick it in the clay. Or maybe I'll put the fence out more. And then I found some pebbles. So let's see what we could do with the pebbles. Let's think. Well, maybe they're decorative on the roof. So let's add, we could add some on the roof. And I would just press it into the clay. Like so. And then it'll dry with the stones in it. Probably want to get it a little bit deep. Okay. Oh my gosh, and then I found this little thing that was on a flower plant, and I was thinking it could be a cool little kind of fireplace. You know, a chimney, like a little chimney. Yeah. And then I have this leaf if I wanted to make kind of like a walkway for it. Maybe it would need to be flattened out so you could press a book on it. And then I found these. Maybe these are little chairs for them to sit on, so I could put those right there. Put some more stuff up for my fence. So another possibility, if you weren't able to go outside, you have this watercolor kit that came in your bag. So I would let my fairy house sit up, let it dry a little, and then I would open up my watercolor kit. It has 8 different colors, which is great. And we can use our water, and then we can paint our fairy house that way. So the possibilities are quite endless. And this is just one project you can do with air dry clay. You also have a bit of extra if you make your house a little bit smaller, or you can make it bigger. So anything you want to do with air dry clay, it's kind of up to you. If you want to check out our other projects, go to studioforart.net, and we have many other bags to go, kits to go. So I would check that out, and thank you for watching.